impactful speech coming from Mr. Christian, and then after that, we're gonna see the highlighted man of the other night there, Mr. Jamil Chapman. But first we'll have Christian Scott. Give a hand while he's coming in.
How everybody doing? I appreciate all y'all coming out, honestly, I do. Jamil, I know him as Joker. He hit me up. Joker said, hey man, you want to do this, man? Why don't you come down, check it out? He texted me, and I'm not gonna lie, honestly, it took me a day to reply to, respond to. I was nervous, man. I know it's something I want to do. Appreciate what you said, man. It's about Christ, man. 'Cause that's really all we have. At the end of the day, that's really all we have. But man, we're just gonna talk like family. We're gonna talk like friends. I appreciate the ones who came out from Atlanta. It means a lot. We're just gonna talk, man. Just gonna share a few basic points. I'm gonna share a few different points, man. Some things that happened in my life, and some things that if you do this, man, I know it can impact and change your life for the better. I got 3 main points that we're gonna talk about, and a lot of times people, they want to do better, they want better, but they're very comfortable in their lifestyle. But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy with a little motorcycle, right? And when I tell you these points, the biggest things that I really want to drive home with you is apply these points to your life, but don't just do it to say you're doing it. Man, really dominate. A good friend of mine named Q Parker, he always tells me, Kershawn, hey, show up every day, dominate. Scott, when you're in the gym, I guarantee you just don't say, I'm about to go do 15 push-ups. Yeah, I did 8 in the gym. I'm about to go home. Go in there and go hard, man. Like, this is your life you talk about. This is life, your life. So I mean, like I'm serious about, man, when you apply this to your life, truly dominate. Take charge of this. No more mediocre. No more, I'm just going through the motions. Being that we can have a better lifestyle, we get so comfortable in our day-to-day lives, right? So check this out, right? I'm gonna tell you the story. A friend of mine was telling me about, man, this guy he knew, man, he came into like some large sums of money. And the guy, man, he had some real money, big bread. And so he had about 20, 30 people at his house, big old house, so he's showing around, he go inside the house. And you go inside the house, you see this huge aquarium on the inside of the house. And so the guy said, in the aquarium, he had like alligators and water moccasins, all these exotic animals that could be detrimental to your life. So the guy said, the guy who owned the house, man, just, him being kind of, not a showboat, but, just him saying, hey, I got money, without him saying money. Like, hey, he'll say stuff like, well, look, anybody that can swim from this side of the aquarium to the other side, man, you can get one of 3 things. You can get $10 million cash, a trip around the world 3 times, all paid for, or you can get a house in any metropolitan city that you want with 10 acres. Right when he said 10 acres, you heard a splash. Man, this dude was moving, swimming, kicking. It was like a train wreck. Man, it's like you wanted to look away, but you couldn't. So, man, like, dude, he was kicking so hard, like he had a doggone, like a motor to his pack. He got there to the other side. Boom. He got up, he breathing hard. And he said, man, the guy walked over there was like, man, nobody never jumped. He said, man, so do you want the $10 million? No, I don't want the $10 million. He said, do you want a trip around the world? No, I don't want the trip around the world. He said, oh, okay, you must want the house up on the hill with the 10 acres. He said, nah. So now everybody, after they stopped cheering for him, he was like, well, what do you want? He said, I want to know who pushed me. A lot of times in life, all we need is that push to make it to the other side. He made it through the adversity. He made it to the other side. Didn't nobody necessarily really want to go into that uncharted territory, but he made it. Let me tell you a little bit about my push. I was working at this company in Atlanta, Man, start off in the warehouse. They love him. He's doing good, good energy. What's going on? How you doing? Talking to the owners. Man, everybody, they love him. They said, man, this guy got more inside of him, man. We need to get you on the sales force. You got more inside of you. Move me up. It's doing okay. Not as good as it was in the warehouse. It's just good. So they said, okay, well look, we're gonna move you from one spot to the next. Got over to the accounting side. I was lost. It wasn't nothing about it. I was lost. I got 2 taps on the shoulder one day. Y'all know what that is. I knew when he came up to me, I know what it was. I knew the owners, I knew they liked me. But middle management said, hey, Kershawn, man, your service is pretty much no longer needed. That was my push. I'm out here on the way home, I'm thinking, I'm supposed to take vacation tomorrow. Now I'm on a permanent vacation. I'm supposed to, all this stuff, my bills, my mortgage. Goodness, man, like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna explain this to my friends and family? I just got fired from a job I love, I'm talking about. I mean, like, man, the job was fun. On Fridays, we used to be in there drinking with the owners, and like, it was a comfortable place to be. Brag about with your friends and everything. One of my first stops I made, a friend of mine, I was telling him, hey man, look, I know y'all got this truck, man, pick up a few routes with y'all, man, get some extra things coming in. Just got terminated. He said, man, don't worry about it, man. They just pushed you out there a little bit earlier than what you wanted to. At that point, I made up my mind, I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I knew I had enough inside of me to make it. Here go the 3 points. Here go these points. I want y'all to keep this with me. Whatever it is you want to do in life, man, get a definite goal. Get a goal where it's something tangible. You can say, hey, I'm trying to go from point A to B. I'm trying to go here. Get in your mind that this is where I'm trying to get to, and put a plan together. Put that plan together, get ready to work that plan, get prepared to rewrite that plan and rework the plan, get prepared to go through all kinds of changes and obstacles to get you to your next goal. You may start out saying, hey, Scott, I'm just going to use you for an example, just because you said fitness. I want to be a bodybuilder. Man, you may say, okay, well, hey, look, I can't get my legs big enough, I can't get my arms big enough. Or I need to go into training, whatever it may be. Stick to your plan. Get your plan and say, hey, listen, I'm going to be the best bodybuilder it's going to be. I'm not just going to lift weights. I'm about to start eating right. I'm about to start getting the protein shakes. I'm about to start learning my craft to the best of my ability. A lot of times when we do things, we'll do things just to get by, just to move through life, just to say, hey, I'm a bodybuilder, but I'm never hitting the gym. I can talk about it, but I'm not preparing myself for it. Get prepared to really get your goal and get your mindset made up on it that I'm not going to quit through the adversities. I'm not going to stop, because it's easy to go back. But you got to keep moving forward. Keep going forward. Get a definite goal. Number 2, invest into yourself. Read books and work out. Why in the world would somebody invest into you and you're not investing into yourself? Man, it kills me sometimes, especially, man, in the black community, when I see folks, man, with $300 shoes on, $1,000 belt, man, $1 million in jewelry, and they stay in a 50-cent house. Can't speak proper English. Don't know proper etiquettes. Invest into yourself. If you can buy this stuff, you can buy classes to better yourself. Read different books, man, to expand your mind. Get outside of your town. Leave your comfort zone. Travel. Man, I've had the opportunity to travel the world. Man, I've been to Kenya and seeing different lifestyles. Our definition of poor and their definition of poor is totally different. So therefore, when they get an opportunity to come over here, they take advantage of it. They dominate. So please, let's stop making excuses for why we're not making it. But invest into yourself. When I've spoken to several people that I consider successful, they all answer the same way. Man, they read, they work out, they invest into themselves. Because they're always trying to better themselves. Number 2, invest into yourself. But hey, who am I? Just got a little motorcycle. Stay away from the naysayers. Stay away from people that's telling you it's not practical. Come on, Greg, go back to that job. Go ask them, why are you leaving? They gonna do this? I'm gonna show y'all some of the biggest naysayers that we have that's in front of us. Excuse me, right here. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, media takeout, TMZ. Who cares that Kanye West was talking to Taylor Swift? Who cares that Kim Kardashian had some asparagus tips for breakfast? How is that helping you? How is that pushing you forward? How are you stopping your life to watch somebody else's life bettering you? Like, hey, who am I? I'm just got a little more. It's just, it bothers me sometimes when people, they say they want better. I want to do more. But yet and still, you're stopping your life to look at somebody else's life. When they're hustling, when they're out there getting it, when they're out there dominating. Invest into yourself. Stay away from the naysayers. My last point I want to go into is truly give back. And I salute you, brother. Giving back. When you give back, I had a friend of mine, I just got on with a company. I've been trying to get on with doing contract work for about 8 months. And the guy that helped me on, my partner Brock, the guy that got me on, he said, man, it's funny. He said, when I really started to help you get on, he said, man, I started getting a bunch of contract calls day by day. Give unto others, and it'll be given unto you. I think that's somewhere in the good book, right? Man, give back to others, man. Take your knowledge you have. Let's stop this crab in the bucket mentality. I don't want to give nobody the little bit I got because they're going to take my little bit. Man, the world is big. The world is bigger than Atlanta. The world is bigger than Millersville. The world is bigger than the United States. If the United States was to tell me right now today, Kershawn, get out, you can never come back, guess what? I'm good. The world is big. And I say this knowing that I've lived in other countries, but listen, you can make it, you can do it. The biggest thing I love about giving back, or better, I say it like this right here. You know the reason why the scripture says it's better to give than it is to receive? Because you have it to give. There's a whole lot different when you got to go to somebody and you need something. And you ask them and you actually need it. Please, I need this $40 to make my rent. Please, I need this. But if you have it to give, you're in a position, you're better off. Help somebody else giving back. And the last thing, excuse me, I'll say the last thing a few times. Last thing I want to say is that in all this, remember, man, this is your life we're talking about. This is not just, this is not a game. When you invest into yourself and you take the time for yourself, man, do this every day. I know Junior got football practice. I know baby girl got cheerleading practice. But what are you doing for you? Are you taking the time for you? Are you saying, you know what, I just need these 5 minutes, let me just gather myself. I'm not a big Sean Combs fan. But listen, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, he says every day he gets up at 4:30, regardless of what he's doing. If he was out partying the other day, the last night, if he got into bed at 4 o'clock, 4:30, he's getting up and starting his day. My homeboy Q, every day he gets up at 5 o'clock. He knows he has to take his son to school. He gets up at 5, he prays for 30 minutes, and he reads for 30 minutes. There's certain things you're gonna read in books, man, that's gonna take you to the next level that you may not learn in school. But you can, it's a life-changing, it's a life-changing process. There's a book I read, and I'm done now. It's a book I read, man, called Lone Survivor. It was about a Navy SEAL in Afghanistan. And the whole book, he was talking about the training that the Navy SEALs went through and how he had to, man, when you go to the chow hall, you had to run a mile, and then you got to do 1,000 push-ups, and man, when you do this, you got to roll with the paddle this kind of way. And he said he was talking after he survived the Navy SEAL training. He said he was talking to an instructor, and the instructor said, man, listen, we're not sending you through these training exercises to retrain your body. We're sending you through these exercises to retrain your mind. A lot of us have the mindset for failure. A lot of us have had the mindset of, I'm comfortable, I'm good. Change your mindset to go after the goals, to feel the potential that's inside of you. Thank y'all for your time.